Why are B2B channel partnerships so important for technology companies? What are the different types of B2B channel partnerships that you should be considering, and what are the merits of each one? That's what we're going to be covering off in today's session. Hello, I'm Michael Williamson, founder of Tech Growth Insights, where we believe penetrating insights drive growth for technology companies. I've spent over 25 years in senior leadership roles at major tech firms like O2, Vodafone, Staples, Equifax and Symantec, selling over $30 billion in tech products and services globally. Now I share that experience to help companies discover the customer market insights that enable strategic decisions and accelerate their growth. Join me as we explore the latest frameworks and stories about insights tech leaders can leverage to drive growth, build a winning brand and achieve long-term success in today's competitive landscape. And welcome back. And today we're going to be talking about the latest types of B2B channel partnerships for tech companies and why that's so important as well. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, basically we talk about tech growth insights to help technology companies scale. So if that's something that you're interested in, then do follow the channel and hit the notifications button so you don't miss another episode. And if you like this video, then give us a like and give us a share. It really does help. So let's dive straight into this. So let's step back before we dive into the weeds here. Why are B2B channel partnerships so important, particularly for technology companies? So essentially, it's the force of competition in the market, in the technology market, that basically drives up the cost per interaction. So we know the cost of doing business for B2B technology companies of acquiring a marketing qualified lead, a sales qualified lead, those costs are basically rising by putting our own resources. So what we want to do is to ensure that we're not just going direct, that we are looking at the market in terms of what other organizations that are non-competing are already in the market serving the audience that we want to serve. And then we want to basically make a list of those. And then what we want to do is to essentially work with those to put our offer in front of their audience. And then if we're doing that by putting our offer in front of their audience, there's different ways to essentially incentivize that. And the important thing does become activation and incentivization and providing different ranges of tools, but we haven't got the time and scope to talk about those things on this video. What we're going to be focusing on are the types of B2B channel partnerships, but that's the fundamental reason why, is that the economics of going direct are basically the costs are driving up. There's more and more burden on technology organizations. So sometimes it can be cheaper just to look for who's already serving those audiences and then work with them. So I want to go through these different types of channel partners. And essentially, there are some traditional ones, there's some non-traditional ones, but I just want to walk through them. And then we're going to go through them at different speeds and then look at them in different ways. So the first is you've got referral partners and affiliates. So these can be, of course, very, very important. So you might have a non-compete organization that's already servicing your customer. So if they're selling service A and you're selling service B and it's complementary, that probably is a good idea to start working with them. And there's different models that you can use to do that. But if they're already selling a complementary product, then it might be that some of the hyperscalers. It could be some of the cloud platforms that you've got your product sits inside. That could be a good way. There could be other elements of the tech stack that you integrate with, that you also want to have some kind of referral partner and affiliate basis. And the referral partner could be, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. Let me get in your email newsletters, you can come on mine. I can come on your webinars, you come on mine. I'll put a page or write an article, a blog for your website, you write one for mine. That is sometimes good enough. And then having that approach, it can be pretty straightforward as well. Then you've got affiliates. So the affiliates are commission based. And if you're selling B2B and it requires a complex sale, then there are different platforms out there whereby you can attract affiliates. These could be digital agencies, these could be accountants, CPAs, these could be strategic marketing or strategic management agencies, these could be individual consultants, any of those in the marketplace. And then you can then allow them to deal reg a deal they've got, bring that to you, register it to protect it for a certain period of time, and then you might give them, say, 15% commission or something like that, and then provide them with a portal so they can track their commission rates. And you don't have to build your own these days. There are a number of these platforms out there where you can essentially go on and there's Partner Stack is probably the big one. I'll leave the link below on Partner Stack, but if you go to Partner Stack, you'll see that all of those features and functions of a full partner portal, at least for deal reg and evaluating commission payments and attracting affiliates. They're all part and parcel, and you can attract affiliates very, very quickly on a platform like that. And then you've got resellers. So these are just organizations that might, in the market, they might be MSPs in the marketplace that basically just take your solution and then sell it to their audience. And then they just basically want a cut of that, maybe 20, 30%. And then you've got value-added resellers that will take your product or service and they'll bolt on other products and services and package a solution to an end customer. They might take, again, 20, 30%, and then they'll make money through training and consultancy and maybe first-line service. And then you've got distributors, and these vary widely from components to actual software distributors. You've got wholesalers, which is a different type of agreement to a distributor, but these are more traditional ones. You've got, of course, got independent retailers. You've got dealers. You might have an authorized dealer as well, who is authorized also to do servicing and also training. An authorized dealer will probably, you want to ensure they've got a high degree of competence in your area. Then you've got agents who don't take title to your goods. They'll take a commission based. But these, in a lot of markets, agents are different to resellers and value-added resellers. They're looking for the quicker sale. So in faster moving markets, agents can be important. Then you've got consultants. You've got a lot of consultants in most markets. If you're operating in a core technology stack market, the majority of transformation changes are done by these smaller consultants. They tend to be very experienced ex-executives that have decided, they're in their 50s, have decided to work for themselves and then to run their own consultancy practice. They've got good industry connections because they've been in the game for a long time, and they can certainly help guide you into strategic customers at the very, very top. And then they obviously want some money because that's their livelihood. And then, of course, you get your offer in front of their strategic network at a much lower price usually. And the benefit of that also is these kind of consultants, there's not much upfront costs. So you're paying a commission. So no win, no fee. And that's the benefit of that, rather than a lot of the direct costs and some of these other costs, other channels, they require fixed fees. Whether you win or not, you still have to pay to play. So that's why consultancies can be very, very good. And then you've got the big B2B marketplaces, which are on a rapid growth. So whether that's Salesforce or AWS or the Azure marketplace, the way that business is being done now is more and more, how do you package your solution in some of the B2B technology marketplaces which are scaling rapidly. It's ease of use for web developers, for other parts of the enterprise technology community, and a lot of tech firms are now looking at how do we break our offer down and put it in a B2B technology marketplace, and there's a lot of them emerging. Ingram Micro have got one. There's a number of different ones out there. A lot of the major telecom operators are launching their B2B technology marketplaces also, the likes of Vodafone, Telefonica, because they want to also be relevant to enterprises, so they're offering that. And it's very convenient for enterprises to buy that way, and some of the scale that you can get. I was working with one company. They were turning over overall 300 million, and of the 300 million, 110 million came from B2B marketplaces. Now that's a big proportion and a big number. So 9-figure turnover from B2B marketplaces, and over a third of their business. And it was the fastest growing segment and the most profitable. Some of the downsides of that is that you've got a lot of price transparency. So that's the downside. So how you're clever about your offer on those marketplaces, and then the features, and then the upselling, the product ladders needs to be carefully thought out. But unlocking marketplaces can give you a lot of scale very, very quickly, and you can promote on there, whether that's a Salesforce marketplace or AWS or Azure. You've got opportunities to essentially promote e-commerce marketplaces. If your company's proposition is around e-commerce, then a lot of the big e-commerce platforms, whether it's Adobe's Magento or Shopify or back to Salesforce, they'll have B2B marketplaces where you can package up your technology solution in the right way, almost like an app. And then lastly, but not least, you've got influencers. So influencers aren't just the kind of, just selling beauty and consumer offers. They're heavily influential in B2B as well. There's a lot of writers who are now moving into social media, and they've got blogs that CIOs, CISOs are now following, and very, very influential. You've got influencers who are creating podcasts that CISOs and CIOs and CTOs are following, email newsletters. They're operating on the Beehive platform, on Substack, They're monetizing their email newsletters. They're putting advertising in there. But then you can also get things like affiliate links into their newsletters, onto their podcasts, onto their blogs, and then link that back up with things like Partner Stack. So there's deal registration, there's also affiliate links. So if a company clicks on it and they book a meeting, then the influencer then gets perhaps a fee, which is based upon a meeting event occurring, and that can be tracked. So that's basically the key ways. There are other ways, other channel partners, but this is not exhaustive, and there's more and more being added all the time. But if you're looking to scale your B2B technology offer, don't just look at direct, look at through partners. There's one legal tech business I won't name because they won't want their competitors to find out they're doing this, but essentially 40% of their overall sales was coming from partners. 40%. It's a legal tech business, and that was gained very, very quickly. This doesn't take a long time to develop. You don't have to hire big sales teams or do a lot of complex stuff. You can handle this if you've got a partnerships manager. It can be either a whole head or it can be a part head. They can drive a lot of this, and as long as they're well supported, those different partners, they've already got the sales teams now. They're looking for opportunities how they can make money. So you're putting your offer in front of their audience and leveraging their capability that they've got today. So that means that you don't have to develop your own capability. So it can be a very, very fast way to scale quickly. So, and also, if done correctly, and I'll caveat that, if done correctly, it can be highly profitable. And then having a view in terms of what profitability is on each one of those will stand you in good stead. So hopefully this video has been really useful to you about the different types of channel partnership models for a B2B technology company. If you've liked this video, then give us a like, share the video, and then don't forget to subscribe and for further notifications on the channel. Until the next one, thanks very much. All the best. Bye-bye.